Hey guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. Today I'm going to be sharing what has been helping me lately when it comes to not just planning but actually being productive and getting things done. I know with everything going on with this pandemic and quarantine and just emotions and feelings being unlike anything we've ever experienced, that it can be hard to have the will to get up and do anything. What I have found helpful for myself is to brain dump and to write out everything that I need to get done and to really make 1 to 2 goals a day to actually get me going. Some days my lists are loftier than others, but over the past couple of weeks, I have really just been scaling back and focusing on 1 to 2 tasks that I really need to get done, and everything else that happens after that is just a bonus. So in doing that, I have been using a combination of multiple things. One of them is my journal, which I use as my everyday carry. I have my lists in here, notes in here, whatever. It's a standard lined notebook. Of course, I pimped it out and added in decor like my dashboards and stickers and layered and all that stuff, but it's really pretty much pen to paper. Then I've also been using list pads, and I've done this concept plenty of times, so I'll get into that. And then the third would be sticky notes. So coming back to the list pads, when I was in the process of cleaning out my office, I was very overwhelmed by how much I had in this space and all the things that I needed to get done now that I had a new space to work with. So I went and wrote out everything that I had. I then broke it down into smaller lists based on certain areas, and I've shared this here before. It's something that I've done. So for instance, I have donation boxes that I'm creating. I have so much stuff that I'm getting out of my house, and there's organizations that come by and pick it up from your house, like Salvation Army and things like that. So I have donation boxes that I need to have set up because they're coming the last week in July. Then stuff that I wanted to test out on my Cricut, orders that I needed to fill, collabs, hauls, YouTube stuff in general, my bedroom, things that I want to do for my website, things I still need to do in my office, things I just need to do in general when it comes to branding. I'll put that together. And then I made one for trash day because as I was cleaning this out, there was a lot of stuff that I needed to clean. So I can actually go back in now and mark some of this stuff off of what I actually did. Still need to do that. So for the ones that still need to be done, I'm going to put them in a separate category. So my bedroom one is done, so I can now trash that. And these are the kind of lists that I don't keep. There's no point in me keeping it. It's just brain dump, get it all out. And I highly suggest doing something like this if you have a lot of different projects going on and you have individual tasks instead of just looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is great when you're doing like a brain dump, and you can even put ideas of what you need to do for that task, but then breaking it down by category, type, room, whatever it is that you're working on is so much easier. So this went up. I actually did those. I did that. And I'm working on this one. So that still goes over there. And then I have stuff for that I still need to work on. Yes, yes. 3. And yes, did that. And this I still need to do. And of course, the donation boxes. I don't get discouraged by the list that I have and all the things that I need to do, and I try not to let it overwhelm me either. I then go in and prioritize what needs to get done and what can be held off. So like contract stuff that I do, contract work, as well as YouTube stuff and my writing projects, that's really the priority when it comes to working on something each day. I try to do something in one of those. If I can get to doing more, then great, but it's really focusing on doing at least one of those categories each day. Now with this, I'm going to continue to work off of these lists, but now that I've pared it down, I'm going to go ahead and put it inside of my journal here, my notebook, my planner. And this is where my sticky notes come in, because as I'm working next week, I'll be able to see everything at a glance and I won't have to fumble through these. This is great for me to just, when I was cleaning my office and going through this, but shuffling through all of this can be a lot. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and place things inside of here. And I've been loving these cloth and paper circle sticky notes. They just work for me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from the 10, I'm going to go ahead and group them into like categories. So for instance, household stuff would be the trash that I need to put out, as well as the donation boxes, as well as my office. Then branding stuff would be things that I want to do for my website, and then more branding stuff would be all of the YouTube related stuff, as well as my Cricut. So these kind of overlap in a sense, but for the ones that still have a lot of tasks that need to get done, I still leave them in separate categories. So what I'm doing, while the other page from the previous week, I still have this side, I want to be able to open this up and see it on 2 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and start categorizing. So first up would be home. And the 3 areas that I'm focusing on would be trash for bulk day, office organization, and donation boxes. I'm also really focusing on these and not thinking about everything else that I need to do. That can wait for another week. In order for me to really be more efficient with my time and to be focused on the task at hand, being present and current with that task, I need to solely just focus on that. So that's the home category. And then under this, I would put organize my cart, and then just transfer the action items under here. So that is it for that. And these are currently in my guest room, so I'll make a note of that. So that is all for that category. Then next up, I've also been liking placing these like this, like one side, the other side. Next up would be YouTube. So I need to film and edit. I also need to do emails. And then I also need to do, looking at my list here, need to do photos. And then I will go ahead and put in the action items here. And I'm going to leave this right here solely for that list. So I'm going to come over here and start my next list, which is all about Chaotic Critic. And I really need to update my website. It's been long overdue. Do an IG update, and then I need to work on Etsy stuff. And then that, I will put those action items over to the side. And then the last category that I have is stuff that I'm actually going to put this here to kind of balance that out. I'm going to actually put this one down here. And the last one I have is freelance stuff, my contract projects, which I will fill in later. But that is how I am consolidating these lists onto this page. And that is it. I'll be able to look at it and stay focused. And as the week goes on, I can do dailies on these list pads or just flip the page and write it here. And when I do list pads like this, I would definitely tape it in. But this is my master list, similar to just doing a to-do list at the beginning of the week. Then from here, I go in each day and I will put what I need to focus on Monday, Tuesday, so on and so forth. I really only do contracts type stuff on Monday through Friday, and then my weekends I leave more so for personal projects. It's just always, well, that's what's been working for me. I also want to go ahead and share with you guys really quickly the new goodies I got from Cloth and Paper. I got these 4 sticky notes, memo, to do, urgent, and message, but I love these so much. I'm definitely going to need to place another order. They're like my favorite sticky notes of the moment, but these are good for those days where I just need to write something down, or if I need something in correlation with what I put here, that's great. And then I also got these larger list pads. This one is just a lined one, and then this one is message, importance, low, medium, high. So these are nice as well. And that is it. I hope that that gave you guys some insight into how I really plan, what's really been working for me. Feel free to share with me in the comments not only what it is that you're struggling with, but what you have been finding is helping you to get things done throughout this uncertain time as well. I would love to chat with you there. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box, which will have links to products I featured as well as related videos, and of course the blog and Instagram. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. If you're not subscribed to the Chaotic Critic fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.